The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to it. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday morning, man. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope everybody is up and after it this morning because that's what we're doing. We are up. We're after it. We're going to get into these markets. We're going to figure out how to make some money. We're going to do our thing over here. And as you guys are rolling in, man, don't forget to tap that like screen and to share this thing out. And if you're over there on TikTok, don't forget to keep tapping that screen, y'all. Get them likes up for me real quick because we've got to get them likes up over here on TikTok as well. So just as you guys roll in this morning, just keep tapping that screen. And let's go get after this thing this morning. Man, are we in the market for real? So we have got to keep 10 toes down, 10 toes on the ground, and make sure that we're doing our man over here, and we are absolutely doing what we need to do to keep ourselves straight in this market. So let's make sure that we are up. We're after it. We're doing our thing. We're looking at these markets in a way that makes sense and make sense out of this whole thing. And that's what we are going to do. Good morning to everybody that's joining. Scottish, I see you up in the building, man. I see you up in the building. Your mic is skipping. Yeah, I got a ton of wind problems here right now. So I'm not quite sure if this thing's gonna go the whole way. Because this we got nasty wind going on. So it's it's like a micro robot. Hopefully this thing turns around because let me know if it's getting better. Let me know if it's getting better, y'all. Your mic is all messed up. All right. Your mic is muffled. Yeah, we got issues over here. So I have a ton of wind problems going on. So let me know if it's getting any better, y'all. Let me know if it's getting any better. I'm not sure it's gonna, we got a ton of weather that's knocking out power all over the place. So let me see if this thing's getting any better for you all. How are you guys over there on TikTok? Can you guys hear it? Is it muffled? What's going on over there? Gonna try our best. I had a problem getting on too, so I had a problem getting on just because of the weather and where we're at. Is it getting any better? Is it getting any better for you guys at all over there? Scottish, uh, Scottish, Joe, let me know. Let me know. Uh, maybe that's the pre-recorded show. Maybe just go live. Yeah, it's better. It's not getting any better. getting a bit better. All right. Getting a bit better. Oh man. So sorry, guys. So sorry, but kind of the weather that we live in, man. Ken, good morning. Ken, how is your mic over there? It looks like we're having some problems with the microphone. Let me just unplug these headphones. Are we better now? Can you guys hear me now? Are we good? Are we good? Are we better? No audio. No audio. Crash sound. Oh boy, hold on. I'm trying to fix this thing because I want to get at you guys. I want to get at you guys. I want to see if I can change this. You back? You back? Sounds good. 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 Okay. Good. Now we're back. Now we're back. Now we can get after it, guys. Sound is good. Sound is back. Weather's terrible. Sorry, weather delay. It was bad. So here we go. Here we go. Scottish says Pablo's running the token. Yeah, Pablo's always running a token. He's always launching something over there. But yo, what's up, TikTok? Keep smashing that like button. Sorry about the audio difficulties everywhere, guys. But like I said, we are absolutely in a shitstorm of a windstorm over here. So we actually have a lot of problems. We are like wind crazy, 50, 60 miles an hour, knocking out power everywhere. So I hope that we can get through this stream today without too many difficulties. But yo, we're up, we're at it. It's Friday, baby. TGIF to everybody in the chat. TGIF to everybody that's holding it down. My man Ken is back in the building. My man Ken is that dog over there in the EU doing his thing, man. Love to see you back. But let's go ahead. Let's look at this overall market right now. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're the overall market is headed right now. The Asian markets actually closed last night and traded really, really well. They did really, really well. And you know, what are you saying? What are you saying, Scottish? You know something, you know something, you know something's working. Working when when they snag your when they snag your bag. You ain't lying, man. They snatching bags. They're the bag snatchers over there. But the Asian market actually traded pretty well last night, guys. They actually closed pretty good. They didn't do bad at all. We have the European markets over there where my man Ken is. Ken woke up this morning and said, "No, we're not pumping the Asian markets. I'm over here snatching profits." And he's taking all his profits out of the market, man. Killing the markets over there. Now they're actually starting to turn around a little bit as we start to talk. So Ken snatched his profits. Now they're starting to recover a little bit. Still not clear. So I hope it gets better as we go along, Joe. So I hope it gets better. Good morning. The Junior's in the building. What's up, Junior? We got live on TikTok. We're live on X. We're live on YouTube. Y'all Go ahead and keep tapping that like screen over there on TikTok. Let's get them likes up. Let's get on that For You page. Let's do our thing. We're over here on X as well. Make sure you're hitting that like button. And we're over here on YouTube. Make sure you're hitting that like. Make sure you're hitting that share, y'all. Share the stream. Let people know we're here. Let people know we're here. The United States markets, they look okay. They look like they want to open okay this morning. You got the S&P 500 in green right now. You got the NASDAQ in green right now, but you got the Dow lagging behind. UK interest rate down. Yeah, I think everybody's interest rate starting to come down a little bit. But except for the Bank of Japan, they're about to hike theirs, man, and that's what's causing chaos in the market, baby. Chaos. So you got Friday. The headlines here are Fridays could be a very volatile day in the stock market. That's based on the Bank of Japan, their interest rate increase, the flow of money, and everything else that goes along with that. Got a problem. Japan got a problem. I mean, the rest of the United States and everywhere else got a problem because it's called that carry trade, y'all. And if you don't know what a carry trade is, go ahead and look it up. But that's the issue that's going on right now. We got NVIDIA sitting at $174, sliding backwards, baby. Tesla sitting at $483.37. Definitely sliding backwards just a little bit. But got the tech trade is starting to catch some hell right now, y'all. I all this funny money rolling around here. I try to tell you guys, they were just the only thing that they were doing is moving money around the AI space, right? So somebody gives somebody a $1 billion, and then they'd give it to somebody else, and then they give it to somebody else, and they give it to somebody else. And at some point that was going to cause some issues. And hey, guess what? It's causing some issues. Yes. Selmo, Binance USA looks like they will open full operations again here in the United States, which is a good thing for all Binance users. Looks like they're going to open up full service here in the United States again, which is going to be great for Binance. Going to be great for the US users. So I like to hear that. I'm a Binance fan. I like Binance. I think that they're, obviously the biggest exchange in the world, but I do think that they bring a lot of value to the space. You guys know I'm a CZ fan. I think CZ is good for the space. But on the other hand, with Binance, why is Binance suing people that are talking crap about them? That's an issue that I have. Why is Binance suing people that are talking crap about them on X? I mean, come on, man. We got to be bigger than that, Binance. You're bigger than that, baby. You're bigger than that. Shrug that off. Shrug that off, man. Makes you look weak. So shrug that off, man. You got gold down right now, silver up right now, and copper up right now. Silver's that dog right now, baby. Silver's trying to gain that ground on and put some numbers on the chart as gold starts to dip down just a little bit, man. But gold's been on fire, so eventually it was going to slip a little bit. But silver's hanging in there right now. People are going to precious metals right now. They're getting themselves out of the market. They're going to safety. They're running to safety, and when people are running to safety, baby, that something's coming. We got an issue right now with: do we get a rate cut? Do we not get a rate cut here in the United States? And also, at what point is this AI bubble going to come to reality? And people think it's going to come to reality sooner rather than later. And that is why people are running for safety into gold, running into one of the oldest assets ever, man. It's just safe. That's all. So what do we got going on over here in the cryptocurrency market? And we're going to get into some of these charts here in a minute, man. And when we look at these charts, man, we don't call it like we see it, baby. We don't call it like we see it. I don't get into all this hype and all this talk about, what's coming and all this stuff about, crypto. That's dead. If your utility's not out and it's not running, then you don't have utility. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? You don't have utility. If your shit ain't out, you don't got utility. You don't got utility until it's dropped. So we only look at what the charts say. We'll get into all this other stuff. We got Bitcoin sitting at $88,254 right now. Ethereum sitting at $2,967. We got BNB sitting at $848, and we got XRP sitting at $1.86. Told you guys if XRP couldn't hold it. I said this on Wednesday, y'all. Just pay attention and listen. If XRP couldn't hold $1.88, it was coming down. And guess what? It couldn't hold $1.88. It came down. Sorry about that, man. But the charts are the charts. They are what they are. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And then we got to talk about Solana. We got to talk about Pump.Fund. We'll get into that in a minute once we get into where this market is. But Solana, Pump.Fund, they got themselves in a world of shit, man. And I don't know how they did it. I don't know. I don't know why they did it, but whatever they did, thanks for the heart me over there on TikTok. I love you guys, man. Love you guys over there. Keep smashing that screen. I don't know why Solana did this and got themselves in bed with some crooks, but it looks like that might be what's going on. It looks like that might be what's going on. Pump.Fund's about to be sacrificed. Pump.Fund sacrificed themselves, man. They got greedy. Is what happened. You know what I mean? Listen, man. They got themselves in a world of trouble, man. A whole crap ton of trouble. And it may hurt Solana. It may hurt Solana's price. It may hurt Solana going into any type of push-up that we may have. So you better pay attention. I own a lot of Solana, so I'm paying attention. You know what I mean? I'm paying attention. So if this thing starts to go bad, I'll swipe right on all that Solana. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna hold that bag all the way down. I will swipe right on them jokers in a minute. I have a great Christmas joke. What's your Christmas joke, Scottish? What's your Christmas joke? Come on. Pump coins are going to feel it. Not if you're still on Pump.Fund and you didn't bond. If you got a token that's sitting on Pump.Fund and they didn't bond, yeah, you're gonna feel it, man. You might as well call your shit as good as dead. But if you've already bonded, you're good. I mean, you're on the blockchain, you're good, and then it's just up to what you do as a dev and how you push your project. But we can get right into it. We can talk about Solana. We can talk about Pump.Fund. Pump.Fund is being sued. The Solana Foundation is being sued, along with Geo Labs is being sued for basically RICO charges and insider trading. Is basically what it is. It's RICO and insider trading. I mean, we all knew that something funny was going on over there at Solana. We called it out a long time ago. Nobody just could put their I shouldn't say Solana. We knew that something funny was going on with Pump.Fund. We called it out a long time ago. Especially when they launched the Pump token. If you guys remember, I got receipts. If you go back and you watch the video the day after they launched that I put out, I said to you guys, I said, hey, it was on a live. I said, something doesn't look right here. This doesn't smell right the way that this launch happened. Something's just not adding up. And I guess we figured out what wasn't adding up, because what Pump.Fund and Solana is being accused of is actually RICO and insider trading. And how they pulled this off was actually kind of slick. Geo Labs basically handled Solana's order books, and they would allow insiders to jump the orders of everybody else, right? They would allow insiders to go in and jump them orders and get ahead of everybody and basically pump these tokens in and then dump on everybody's head, right? That's basically what was happening. You guys remember that project that we used to talk about all the time on here, Peanut? Peanut came off of Pump.Fund. They did this exact thing. They jumped in front of everybody. They pumped Peanut's price all the way up, and then once they got what they needed out of it, they went ahead and dumped it on their head, right? They dumped it on everybody. So, man, Ken, my boy Peanut was a victim. He was a victim. We love Peanut here on this channel. We talked about it all the time, man. And he was a victim, man. He was a victim, Ken. I knew there was something wrong with that damn squirrel. He was getting taken advantage of. You know what I mean? Like everybody else. But that's basically what Pump.Fun was doing, is they were jumping in front of everybody. They had insider trading going on. And look, here's the thing. Here's what I gotta see, right? Here's what I gotta see out of this lawsuit. And here's what's gotta happen. We know that Pump.Fun had this thing set up. They mevbotted everybody and let them jump ahead, let these guys jump ahead. But did the actual Solana, can they tie the actual Solana Foundation members, because they're all being sued, back to what was going on Pump.Fun and prove that they knew what was going on and prove that they were participants in what was going on, right? That's going to be, I believe, the hard part for this case, is to tie it back to the Solana Foundation and to tie it back to all of the Solana Foundation members and the Solana dev, the creator of Solana as a whole. Now, that's not to say that it won't happen. I mean, in the lawsuit, there's all kinds of receipts. Like, this isn't something that somebody just talked about and put out a lawsuit frivolously and said, hey, I think I want to sue Pump.Fun because I lost, X amount of dollars. No, these guys got receipts. You know what I mean? If you go back and you read the lawsuit paperwork, I did. These guys got receipts. They put the initial receipts right inside of the lawsuit itself in discovery. And them receipts don't look good. I'm going to tell you right now. The receipts don't look good for Pump.Fun, and they don't look good for Solana. And I'll tell you, if Solana finds themselves in the middle of a RICO case and they end up getting snatched up, even arrested, whether they're guilty or not, even if the Solana founder gets arrested, remember what happened with the Tone Solana, the Tone blockchain developer. He got arrested, and everything on that blockchain took a crap dive. Everything on that blockchain just went straight to the downside. And that very well could happen again over here on Solana. So because I own Solana, and because I own enough Solana to make a difference, I think I will pay attention to what's going on. And at the first sign of trouble, I will tell you guys what I'm doing. And at the first sign of trouble, I'm going to go ahead and swipe right and then let everything else shake itself out. And, I would hope that you guys that own Solana are paying attention too. And if any sign of trouble, that you guys are swiping right and making things don't run this thing all the way down and all the way up. We went through this with FTX, and Solana went down to $8, and people were buying, people that were buying Solana at 123, 124, even $90, rode that thing all the way down. Man, don't ride that thing down. Don't. If it happens this time, don't ride that thing down, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, take your money, man. You can always come back in. But they got themselves into a crazy crap storm, and it ain't good. So who's gonna win? Who's gonna win between Jake Paul and Jake Paul gonna win that fight, man. Jake Paul's gonna win that fight. My money's on AJ. I got Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul's gonna do fine. Everybody says AJ. I'm the lone wolf out here. Coinbase dropped some amazing news as well. Coinbase is going to get into the prediction markets. They're going to get into the equity markets. They're going to start launching stocks out there on Coinbase's exchange. I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of an overview of the news right now, where crypto is. We're going to get into the charts in a minute, but once we get into the charts, the news kind of goes bye-bye. But just kind of give you guys where we are. from an overall market standpoint. So Coinbase made some pretty nice improvements to their exchange, but here's the problem: Coinbase trying to catch Robinhood. Robinhood already has prediction markets. Robinhood's about to expand their prediction markets to allow parlay predictions on it, which is absolutely monstrous. We'll bring in a crap ton of revenue for Robinhood. Robinhood's launching all kinds of crypto. Actually, they just put a couple more on their exchange yesterday. I got to go back and look and see what they actually put up there. But you know, Robinhood's a little bit behind on the cryptocurrency market, but they're putting the projects up there that will stick. And you know, they're doing a great ton of great volume. But what would serve either one of these exchanges really, really well? Coinbase has tried to do it, is put perpetual futures out there, but they're not futures for the average trader. If you want to buy a long or a short on Bitcoin over there on Coinbase, you better have a crap ton of money in your account to pull that off. Fractional shares are they're a little bit higher over there to buy on Coinbase for longs and shorts. But if Robinhood or Coinbase could launch futures like a lot of these other exchanges launch them, where not only big money can get in, but average users can get in, that will absolutely explode where they want to go. And I think Robinhood will probably roll that out first. So yeah, I'm a big Robinhood supporter at this point. I think Robinhood's leading the way when it comes to new innovation. They're going to go to 24-hour trading of all stocks, and obviously crypto's traded 24 hours, and they're going to use the Arbitron blockchain to get that done. So, you know, that's going to be big for Robinhood. Those shares, Bitcoin ETFs did well this year. Oh man, Bitcoin ETFs did really well this year. I told you guys on here on this live that when BlackRock will launch their Bitcoin ETF, to give it a couple of days, let it settle in, let it sell off a little bit, buy it, and you'd probably end up doubling your money. And that's exactly what happened. The Ethereum ETF did the same thing. It sold off a little bit. Now, if you're in it now, you're about double. And I bet you didn't get a 2x on your Ethereum that you were holding in your wallet. I bet you that didn't happen. So yeah, the ETFs did pretty damn well this year. So yeah, but right now we got the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at 21. The altcoin season sitting at 14 out of 100. Yo, altcoins are absolutely getting fucking murdered out here. I'm not even gonna like try to sugarcoat it, right? These things are getting freaking crushed. And you got the cryptocurrency market cap sitting at 2.97 trillion, coming up this morning. Coming up, baby. Moving on up. The market cap's moving on up. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at the charts, and we're going to get into what exactly is going on in this cryptocurrency market with the charts here in just a second. But yo, and kind of how I'm playing this market. But yo, the market cap's coming up right now, 2.97 trillion. Let's see if we can tip that $3 trillion mark. The ETF outflows was $257.9 million yesterday. Yo, leaking. Yo, the ETFs, the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs have sprung a leak, baby. They have sprung a leak, and yo, they are leaking, and yo, that's going to drive the price. And then you got the Bitcoin dominance right here. Here's the altcoin problem, right? This is the altcoin problem, right? We all talk about altcoin season. I believe that you already had your altcoin season. I believe that the Bitcoin all-time high is already set in, and I will show you guys why in a minute. I don't just say it, I back it up. So we got the Bitcoin dominance sitting at 59.3% right now, which is absolutely just ticking up high. It just keeps on moving and higher, which means, guess what, guys? Your altcoins aren't running. Your altcoins aren't running until this Bitcoin dominance comes down. That's the beginning, middle, and end of that conversation. Anybody can get on these platforms. They can tell you whatever they want. They can say, oh my God, we haven't had an altcoin season. We haven't done this. We haven't done that. Altcoins haven't ran, blah, blah, blah. Until Bitcoin dominance comes down, altcoins are where they are. You'll get a pump. You'll get a pullback. You'll get a pump. you'll get a pullback. You'll get a pump, you'll get a pullback. That's how it's going to go. It's just how it's going to go. Bitcoin dominance sitting at 59% is extremely high, extremely high. You can't even talk about an altcoin season when Bitcoin dominance is sitting that high. It doesn't even exist. So, and as you've seen from the numbers, 14 out of 100, it just doesn't even exist. Money's flowing. That means that 59.3% of this total market cap is sitting in Bitcoin. So now you look at another 12% sitting in Ethereum. That's a lot of market cap sitting in 2 tokens. So where do you think that the rest of these projects are headed? Seriously, where if all the money is tied up in these 2 projects, Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? You know, I mean, you're looking at about 70-something%, right? That only leaves about 30%, less than 30% of the total market cap to flow around through all the rest of these altcoins, right? Not a lot of cash, y'all. Not a lot of cash, homie. And when it comes to market cap, it's straight cash. It's straight cash. Like without the market cap going up, everything else is in trouble. Everyone have a great day. You ain't leaving me, Junior. Come on, dog. Yo, you guys on TikTok got to smash that screen over there because TikTok's going to start dinging me in a minute. Start smashing that screen, y'all. Start smashing them like buttons. Start smashing them like smashing that screen over there on X. Start hitting that like button and that share button on YouTube. Do the same thing. So what do we got from a bubble standpoint? On the hours, looking red. Looks like we're coming down. Oh no, baby, we're coming down on the hour. Yo, hype. They got a hype. Hydro Liquid's got a nasty proposal out there, boy, that could absolutely send the hype token. I believe they're looking at burning 37 million hype tokens if this proposal goes through. Yo, just think about the burn of 37 million tokens on the Hydro Liquid total circulating supply. Whoo, yo, that's gonna make them tokens real valuable when it comes to hype. Hydro Liquid, that's gonna make them tokens real valuable. That's left, man. And yo, that could pay attention to that proposal that the validators are voting on right now, because if that goes through, you're gonna see a spike in hype. You're gonna see a spike in that price. You take 37 million tokens out of circulation, yo, that's something crazy. We got this one Knight here, this token Knight. Yo, I leverage traded the hell out of Knight, man. I made some good money over there. So, you know, anything that was running up 30 something% in this market on a 24-hour is bound to be shorted, baby. Scott is just bound to be shorted, baby, because this market can't hold on to any token that runs up 30 something%. It just can't hold it. Can't hold the price. So, yo, that thing is bound to be shorted on the day. We're on it red too. Look at Leo up 17.7% on the day, because Leo got freaking crushed 48 hours ago. So it's starting to make its comeback to the upside. But yo, Leo got crushed. If Leo goes up to about 20%, I'm gonna short the shit out of that damn thing. Because you know, in this market, you just can't hold these prices, man. When you start running up 20-30% in a 24-hour, you can't hold it. You can't hold it. You know, market just can't hold it. Not enough money circulating out there to hold that big of a gain on 24 hours. You know, 2, 3, 4%, yeah, you can hold it. 20-30%, chances are probably not. So yeah, we'll be short in Leo here if it goes up to 20%. I'd short the shit out of that damn thing, right? So, but other than that, we got this thing in red right now. Where's Bitcoin sitting at right now as we go in? 88,000 right now. 88,000. Ethereum sitting at 2,957 on its way down. The market's coming down. BNB 847. XRP $1.87 right now. XRP has the ability to come down to 150, $1.50 right now. I'm telling you guys right now, when it lost its support, if it can't go up and regain its support at $1.88, there's a lot there. You gotta put 150 on the table, right? You gotta put $1.50 on the table if it can't hold its support there. Hopefully it can come back up and regain that $1.88 level and start to build some support there. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot of money. It's gonna take a lot of money for it to get back up there and build that support level. Chainlink sitting at $12.44 right now. Not looking good, man. We can go down through any of these, right? You got Leo sitting here right here at $7.34. Like I said, it's up. It's coming. It's down on the hour. I told you guys it was coming down. It was up 17%. It's down 0.4% on the hour. 17% pump up in 24 hours. There's gonna be some sell off there. Hydro Liquid sitting at $24.34. Down. Down. It's actually negligible on the day, 0%, but definitely coming down 1.3% on the hour. H bar got crushed. H bar, where is H bar? H bar is just getting freaking hammered right now. Down up to 11 cents. But yesterday this thing was down to around 10 cents, man. I actually bought more H bar yesterday. Bro, check out midnight night. I checked out midnight night. I looked at night. We just talked about night. I told you I shorted the hell out of night. Probably 1 or 2 days ago. I shorted the hell out of night. Night sitting right here at 6 cents, 6.8. It's up 2.1% right now. On the hour, it's up 6% on the day. And we'll bring up night on the chart, and I'll let you know what the chart's saying for night, because night could be set up for another short here in a minute. So let's look at some price action over here on the good old Trading View. So we'll look at night here in a minute. So we're looking at the total 2 market cap right now. This is everything minus Bitcoin. You can see it's getting into its overbought territory. We're getting ready to come down. And you can see it's been on a steady decline. We are looking at the daily chart for a reason. So this is that box that we've been tracking since 2023. It obviously fell out of that box. I don't think anybody can debate that, but we'll keep the box there. You got your EMA ribbon sitting here on a straight downward trend here on a daily. $1.18 trillion in the total 2 right now. Not a lot of money. Not a lot of money in the total 2 for pumps. So the total 2 is going to struggle a little bit. Looks like it's definitely getting to this overbought territory and wants to come down. But let's look at Bitcoin, because here's what drives the market. And I got to show you guys this because, here we go, right? So Bitcoin, obviously, this was the box we've been following since 2023. This was the uptrend. It fell out of that box, started minting red candles out. And everybody wants to know where's Bitcoin going, because that drives the market. Right here, guys, this box right here is the box that we're going to track. And this box is sitting right here between 75,000, let's just call it, and 73. Let's call it. We can split hairs on a couple $100 here and there. But here's what happened. This is a bear flag pattern, right? This is the bear flag pattern right here that Bitcoin was in. It busted down out of this bear flag. Why did it bust down? Because every time there's a bear flag pattern on any chart, I don't care what it is, it has an 80 to 85% chance of breaking to the downside, right? And here it is on the daily. There's your bear flag, busted down. And what happens with a bear flag? Well, the recovery on a bear flag usually, and we just deal with the laws of average here, right? That's all we do. You can take it from the top of the bear flag to the bottom of the bear flag, right? And that's about a 19% loss on the day, right? So usually how these things work out and recover, and this is going to get real interesting for you guys. You guys better pay attention to this. So about 19%, right? And then if you usually how these things recover is from the high of that bear flag, you go down 19%. It's usually about the same down. Put you where? Right around $73,000. That an accident that you now hit the bottom of this channel as a recovery? And I don't think so. I don't think so. So we definitely could be headed down there. If structure holds and everything plays out the way that it usually plays out on these bear flags, you see the bear flag right there. You know, it's on the chart. I mean, I'm not playing around over here, right? Like this, it is what it is. It's sitting right there in front of your face. If everything plays itself out the way that supposed to play itself out, you're looking at 73K on BTC before it starts to recover. Which what is that box right there? And if you fall below that box and you start minting candles below that box right there, that's bear market. That's officially the bear market. Right now, you're still in a bull market until you get below that box, right? You're still in a bull market until you get below there. Now, people can debate and say, you know, we're in a bear market, we're in a bull market. Well, in my opinion, we're in a bull market, but we're a bear market inside of a bull market, if that makes sense. Could see 93.6 at best. Yeah, I think you're right, Scottish. BTC's all-time high is already set. It's 126. That's the best you're gonna get out of this bull market out of BTC was 126. I told you guys at 110. If you remember, go back and watch the lives at right around 110. I told you guys, I said it's time. It's time. It's time to start DCAing out of BTC. It's time. And everybody, oh my God, no, we're gonna run, baby. We're gonna run. I said, no, structure's starting to break. Structure's starting to break down. It's not looking good. You might want to start taking your profits out of your tokens. And everybody said, oh, no, you're crazy, man. No, man. Well, we got big institutional investment coming. Big institutional money's coming in. Remember that? Big institutional money. Well, if you held your crypto, let's take a look at Ethereum. You know, I don't want to do this to you guys, but let's take a look at Ethereum. If you held your Ethereum, you know, if you held on to all your Ethereum from here to where we are now, you effectively have taken a 38% haircut on your profit. I don't know. I don't like to lose 38% of my money. But you've effectively taken a 38% haircut on your money. And I got news for you. Ethereum's all-time high set already too for this bull run. Liquidity is going to come in. You're going to get a pump, right? We're going to get a crypto pump. What we're going to call a pump as liquidity starts to flow in 2026. But you're not going to get the kind of pump to pump you back to new all-time highs, right? So you got to play this thing for what it is, right? So if you're in projects now and you miss the top, just wait for the pump. And as the pump comes, you got to get out. You know, you got to get out. You know, the cycle's not going to continue. We're not going into a super cycle. Everybody's calling a super cycle. There's nothing on these charts that says super cycle. There's nothing. I mean, people talk about it. It sounds great, but there's nothing on these charts that says super cycle. Right? We got to be honest about it, right? Like it may not be what I don't always tell you guys what you want to hear, but I tell you guys what you need to hear. You know, I mean, you look at Solana sitting over here, 125, had a nice bounce. We called this right here. One, it was 126, got down to around 117. I called it right around 117. I said, we're gonna get a bounce here, right? We're gonna bounce off of 117. We're gonna bounce up, right? But you pull this chart back, you look at Solana and where it's headed, right? Where it's going, minus the trouble that they're in, right? Minus the trouble. I want to move these charts to an hourly chart, right? Look, I want to talk about what we're currently looking at in the market. Not so much the daily, but what we're currently looking at in the market. Let's talk about current market conditions, right? And we can do that best on the hourly, right? So we'll come over here, we'll look at the hour, make this a little bit bigger. Where's Solana sitting right now, right? Excuse me. So Solana got this bounce off of 117 right here, right? We call this bounce, right? So Solana is going to bounce off of 117. It's going to bounce up, right? It's definitely going to bounce up. Can't just keep falling forever. Why did we say that, right? Why was I such of a big Solana supporter for a long? We made a lot of money there. We made some money there. Let's look and see what's going on. Let me get my tools out here. Let me pull my toolbox out. Because we rolled this channel right here, right? We rolled this channel right here. Get this right. I'll get it as close to right as I possibly can for right now. So we rolled this channel down right here, and it busted out of the channel right around here, right around that 117 mark. And I said, if it's that's a descending channel. And once you start to come out of a descending channel, 9 times out of 10, once you come out and you back test it, you're going to go to the upside, right? That's exactly what Solana did. But Solana's not bullish long term, right? If you come down here just on the hourly, right? We're on the hourly, and you look at these indicators right here. This indicator right here is it's giving you a buy signal on Solana, but look, it's starting to creep up to oversold really quickly, right? And you look at your EMA ribbons right here, right? You look at it, they've been pretty accurate. They switched here, you went into a downtrend. They switched here, you went into a sideways trend. They switched here, you went into a downward trend. Looks like they're kind of starting to smush up here and push to the upside, but there's not a lot of juice in them, right? There's not a lot of juice in them. So you got to play this thing. It's pretty smooth, right? So Solana's probably going to be on uphill until right around 127. 126 to 127 area, you're going to get some resistance out of Solana. Well, how are you going to know what happens? Well, simple. It's not this hard. It's not that hard, guys. Go ahead, draw your ascending channel now, and we'll just throw this up here as fast as we can. We won't be as 100% accurate, right? So there's your ascending channel, right? When it starts to mint its first red candle out of there, it's going down. It's going down. It's not that hard. That's when you put your short in. What's up next? What's up next week, Daniel? Are you going to be of course I'm going to be streaming, Ken. Of course I'm going to be streaming, Ken, next week. I'm going to be on it, man. Yeah, listen. Santa Claus ain't coming over here, baby. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming. I am Santa Claus. So I mean, that's kind of where Solana is right now. Look at that 127 level. But what we really got to look at is here's the deal. We'll put this right on the Bitcoin chart here in a minute. Here's your liquidation levels, right? So for long positions, we have a liquidation level right around $89,000 and let's call it $89,050, right? You got huge liquidation levels up there, right? You got right around 190.13 million sitting up there to be liquidated, right? On various on various X's, right? So if we take 89.50, right? Come on, man. This is free. This is free shit for you guys, right? This is free charting shit for you guys. 89.50, right? 88, 89.3. That's close enough. Get this right, somewhat right. Won't be 100% accurate, but we'll get it. We'll get it somewhat right, right? So right there's a liquidation level, right? Not completely straight, but we'll work on straightening that up in a minute. And then from a short side, we've got liquidation levels at its highest level, right around 83.8, right? Let's call it 84,000. You got $73.8 million, right? Make sure we got on the right candle there. 83.9, call it 84,000, right? Come over here, do the same thing. Come down around here, around airs 85, 84, right about here. This is how we go to work, y'all. It's funny that liquidation level sitting right on that support level, right? Crazy how that happens. So you right around here is a liquidation level, right? So here's what I think's happening in the market right now. Old Saint Nick. I am Old Saint Nick, man. I'm giving you guys Christmas present right now. So here's what I think's happening in the market right now. You have these liquidations sitting right up here, right? Right here is the market makers are working. They're working right now. Market makers taking everybody's money right now. So what's going to happen, in my opinion, is today's Friday. We know that today's Friday. We know that in the afternoon you always get a Friday dump, right? You're going to get this push up probably up into this area or somewhat close to this area to start liquidating these long traders, right? Up in here, you're going to start to get these liquidation levels up there, right? And I think that's what's happening. You see the EMA ribbons are starting to point up. You see you got a buy signal on your indicator right here, which means that there's positive inflow in there. I think the market makers are coming up here to grab these liquidations, right? That's what's happening, right? Well, what's the easiest way to manipulate the cryptocurrency market over is on the weekend because there's less volume. You don't have your ETF volume coming in, you don't have any of that stuff coming in, so the market makers can always push price down over the weekend very easily, right? They don't have a lot of pressure. They don't have a lot of pressure to deal with, right, over the weekend. So I believe we're probably going to go up there and liquidate as many people as we can today. Over the weekend, you'll probably drop down and grab these liquidations to the bottom side, right? So look for that pump and then look for that dump, right? And we'll come back on here Monday. We'll see how accurate I am, right? Take a screenshot of this and we'll talk about it. But that's where I think we're headed right now. And you can see the push up. You can see the EMA ribbons want to push up. You can see the indicators want to push up, which means you have positive volume, positive flow. You'll get this push up today, right? Which is why I'm in a long position on BTC right now, right? Short-term long position on BTC, right? Once we get close to these liquidation levels, I'll close that long position, right? And once I start to see that turnaround, I'll put that short position in. Why? Because I know that we're more than likely we're going to come down here and we're going to try to liquidate. We're going to try to liquidate people to the bottom side of this, right? So that's what's going on in the market right now, right? So as BTC goes, the rest of the market's going to go, right? So for short-term trades, I'm in a long-term BTC position right now, waiting for it to get close to these liquidations. When it does, I'll close that trade out and I'll put in a short and I'll wait for them to come down to the bottom and liquidate everybody else, knowing that on the bigger scale, right, that we're just coming out, we just had a bear flag and we busted out at the bottom of that bear flag, right? That we talked about earlier, knowing that on a bigger scale that BTC's in a sell-off situation, you can't be long for long. You can't be long for long. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be long for long. So, but you got to play the liquidation levels because the market makers right now are the ones that are controlling this market, right? So that's kind of how we're going to play BTC this weekend. I plan to be out of that long today at some point. Go into this midnight token, moonlight token, midnight token from Cardano, whatever it is. I shorted this right here. Bang. There was no way that this was not gonna more free game for you guys. You see this big run up right here? The market makers always want to fill these gaps, right? They're always going to come down and try to fill these gaps. And usually they try to come down and fill them halfway, right? Somewhere roughly around halfway, right? But you've seen these EMAs, right? You've seen this thing trading sideways and boom, these things flipped and boom, that thing took off. You seen the indicator down there give you the buy signal right there, took off. And I knew that this takeoff spot was going to be dangerous for night, that they weren't going to be able to hold it. They didn't have enough juice in the tank to hold this position up here, all the way up here at around 7 cents, let's call it, right? So I took a short position here, right? And I rode this thing down to roughly right around that 5 cents area, right? Got in about 7, rode it down to about 5, right? When this buy signal right here came back in, I got out, right? So we rode this thing. Now it's just chopped sideways. It's taken off a little bit today. You know, now everybody's getting happy, right? Everybody's getting happy. But what's happening? There's a buy signal on it, right? On the hour. Everybody's getting happy. There's positive inflows coming in. The EMAs look like they want to come up on night, right? I'm going to wait on night. I'm going to wait for this thing to do the old flippening. These ribbons here to do the flippening and this indicator here to do the flippening. And I'll probably short this thing again right around 7 cents. I'll probably short this thing right around 7 cents, knowing that that's the resistance point and that it's going to have a hard time holding that level. And it's at like 6.7 right now, 6.7. It's going to have a hard time until it can bust through the 7 cent level. It's really not that bullish, right? It's just kind of chopping sideways, right? So we'll see what happens with night. I hope everybody that got the airdrops and everything else, you know, they're doing well, but right now there's not enough juice, right? Not enough juice. So there we go, man. So that's how we're going to play the market. Ethereum, same situation. When you look at Ethereum and how we're going to play Ethereum, you can see it's definitely on an uptrend right now, but look at how far that thing is to being oversold. Look at the EMA ribbons want to point up, and we'll see. We'll see where this thing goes. It's getting ready to run into some resistance right here, right around $2,974. It's going to come in, starting to run it. It's going to run into some resistance. If it breaks the resistance, it could go on a nice run, but I think it's going to bump its head right there. Look, it bumped its head there, fell down, bumped its head there, fell down. It started to bump its head there this morning, fell down, fell down. I think it's going to fall down again right at this, right at that level right there. So I think that's probably where Ethereum's going to sit. And you see it's trading in this channel right here, right? It's trading right inside of this channel right here, 2,900 and around 70 something down here to 2,808, somewhere up in this channel right here. You see, that's found support here, found support here, right? Found support at this level, found support at this level. So I can see that doing the same thing this weekend, right? Bumping its head off of this 2,000. Of this $2,974 mark, and coming somewhere down here into this 2,800 mark, right? We can see it bumping its head there, and unless something changes, that's the structure that Ethereum's in right now. XRP, we're running through these real quick because we're about to get off of here. XRP on a nice run right now, so it's back to that 188, right? $1.88. This is the level right now that it's got to start building support at, right? This level right here. XRP doesn't have to do anything but build a support level around $1.88. If it can build a support level at $1.88, it has the potential to move to the upside, right? But if it can't hold this $1.88, I mean, you look at the bottom side of this, $1.70, $1.78. You know, if it can't hold that support, $1.50. That's why I say $1.50 is on the table, because if it can't hold $1.88, comes down to 178, and can't hold that, $1.50 is clearly on the table for XRP. So we'll see what it does as the morning moves on here. But this crypto market's going to get real volatile this week, right? It's going to get real volatile. And plus, you're going into a holiday week next week, too. So holiday weeks are notorious for having downward pressure, right? Having downward selling pressure in them. So play the market the way you guys need to play the market. But I'm telling you, market cap is coming down. Yeah, we got a little bit of a pump this morning, but market cap's coming down. There's just not enough liquidity in the market to keep these pumps moving. If you're leverage trading, know where them levels are, know where everything's at, and know what you're gonna do. But right now, I wouldn't be looking to take too many longs in this market. And if you are in a long in this market, make sure it's a short-term long, not a long-term long. This market right now looks better being shorted than it does long at this moment in time, until something turns around. You've seen the bear flag on Bitcoin. We showed it. We looked at it. We showed it a couple times. And if it plays out the way that it's going to play out, the way that bear flags usually play out, you're probably looking at a good 75K BTC. It's, if you go down to that neck, if you just pull the neck, then you're probably looking at a good 75K BTC. You guys are killing me over there on TikTok. You guys don't have the likes moving, so now I have to sit here and play with this thing and let them know I'm still here. But we're about to get off of here in a minute. Anyways, gotta go. It's Friday, so we gotta go, baby. We gotta go. Gotta get to work. Your boy gotta get to work. Yo, thanks. 5XRP. For Pepe. For Pepe Frogs. Sebo, you a fool, man. You a fool, Sebo. You guys take that on the way out of here. Well, we're going to get out of here on a Friday, man. I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope everybody found some value in what we were talking about. I hope everything works out for you guys. Yes, we will be streaming next week, guys. We're going to stream on Monday. We're going to stream on Wednesday. We'll talk about Friday as we move along. But, we're going to be doing our thing. We're going to be watching these markets. Even over the holiday week, we're looking to try to make money. Yeah, I'm trying to not leave a dime on the table, y'all. So if I'm here and I'm trading and I'm trying to make some money, you guys can try to make some money with me too. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. Take it for what it's worth. Not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. If you need one, seek one. I'm not him. I'm just telling you what I'm doing out here, and that's it. Big Watch Dude is in the building. Have a great weekend. You too, Big Watch. My man's in the building. I knew Big Watch was creeping in the background somewhere. As always, that's my dog. But yo, so you guys have a great day. I try to keep you guys updated as much as I can. I'm probably gonna start putting a little bit more content out on YouTube. I know I kind of been lacking a little bit over there. Just been concentrated so much on TikTok because that's where the engagement is right now. But I will start to put out so a little bit more shorts and stuff on YouTube and see if we can't get this thing moving back again. So appreciate you guys. You guys have a great weekend. I may get at you guys this weekend. If I do, it'll be a pop-up and we'll chop it up. If anything big happens, we'll chop it up. And with that, we up out of here. See you. Peace.